Hello and welcome to Chart of the Day Cafe for Thursday, August 2nd, 2018. Disclaimer quickly, trading stocks is a high level of risk and viewers should complete their own due diligence on any stock or underlying that they intend to own. 100% of the content of this video and communique is intended for journalistic and educational purposes only. This video and all indicators, strategies, and articles herein should not be construed as investment advice, not making any recommendations, always for your further homework. Good morning, Sue here. Happy to be back from vacation. Spent most of my time on the west coast of Canada, specifically Whistler. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful part of the country that is. Anyway, happy to be back, and with that, let's get into today's video. If you know me, you know I always start my videos off with a look at the Russell Index. Why? Because I want to make sure that before I put a new name forward for my watch list, that I'm putting it forward in a rising market environment. And for that, I use the Russell Index or the IWM, which is the ETF for the Russell, as my guide. So I also like to step back and take a look at things on the bigger time frame. So we're looking at the 5-year monthly of the Russell. For regular viewers, you'll note that I've cleaned up my charts a little bit, as we did in a video before I left. And so I've got rid of that black diagonal line, and I'm just going with this simple pink up here for short-term support resistance, and way down here for more medium and long-term. So we're ignoring these lines for now, and we're really going to focus in on this area up here. So again, these are the monthly candles. We had a strong candle several months ago, bringing us up into this area. Here we are for the candle for August. It's just the beginning of the month. But note where this candle started, at the very top of the body of July's candle. So I like to see that perspective and the sequence of prior monthly candles just to get that perspective. But we're up and over the blue 8-day EMA, which I use as my guide. So I'm going to move it away from the 5-year monthly to the 1-year weekly. And I'm filming this at about 8 a.m. on Thursday morning. The futures look to be getting off to a very soft start this morning, so I want to be really careful here. Here's our pink line that we drew in. Look where price has landed right on our pink line. Again, we're looking at the 1-year weekly of the IWM. Price is up and over the 8-day EMA, which I like to see, and we are just at this area of short-term support resistance, my personal line of support resistance. So there's the weekly look. Now I'm going to swap it over to the daily, and here's the 6-month daily. So we had a little bit of a wonky day yesterday. In between day, we are below the 8-day EMA. So I will not be putting a new chart forward because, as I said earlier, I always want to make sure that before I put a new chart forward, I'm putting it forward in a rising market environment. And with price below the 8-day EMA, I just want to be extra careful. Volatility looks to be picking up as well. So I will be adjusting my stops here and making sure that I have things, I'm really paying attention to any open positions, and I will be looking for how the Russell in particular reacts around this area, my pink line. We're going to get a soft start to the day, but should it recover and end up and over my pink line, I'm going to highlight a past Chart of the Day Cafe pick to keep an eye on in this area. So it's not a new name, but it's a review name of one that I personally will be keeping an eye on here. And so here is a chart that I'm going to be keeping an eye on in the days ahead. It is ABBV, Inc. It trades on the New York Stock Exchange. It was a Chart of the Day Cafe pick. We're looking at the 2-year weekly chart, by the way, so weekly candles. It was a Chart of the Day Cafe pick back here in April of 2017. Had this beautiful run up. I refeatured it here. You can see the little green circle that had a nice little pop from there, but then it came in and prices settled. But it's settling at an area of identifiable support resistance. Again, these are the weekly candles. I'll swap it over to the daily chart so you can better see. So this is the 6-month daily. I like to see that the chart is up and over the blue 8-day EMA. So it's all about the Russell Index and the overall markets not starting to really sink here. If price recovers in the markets overall in the days ahead, then I think this is one that is really a great pick to look out for. As with all of my charts, it has a really good value score. It's got a forecasted earnings growth rate going forward of 22%, a PE of 12.69, and it has a dividend yield currently of, I think it's over 4%. Let me see if I can find that. Sorry. Dividend yield of 4.09%. So it's in the marijuana basket for me. This is a pharmaceutical company that has a synthetic marijuana drug. You can tuck into it a little bit more. I will include an article with today's video, but ABBV may be one to keep an eye on in this area should the markets continue to show price strength in the days ahead. Thank you for watching today's video. As a reminder, these videos go out every Tuesday and Thursday morning. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next Tuesday.